You know, I met my husband and I fell in love with him. And I'm just going to tell you, I love my husband. I'm not embarrassed to tell you. I love that man, right? And I only tell you that because the shit I'm about to say. Just because you love someone doesn't mean you don't see them exactly who they are. Because on paper, if you set us up, we're a perfect match. I told you, I'm 100% Sicilian. He's first generation Italian boy from Brooklyn, right? We should be perfect, but we're not. Because you want to know why? He is the nicest guy on the planet. He has the hope of a 14-year-old girl. Right? He believes everything is possible. And it is my job as a good wife to crush that spirit. You are never going to be a 47-year-old American Idol contestant. Get that shit right out of your head. Ridiculous. On paper, we're a perfect match. Real life, not so much. Didn't matter when we were dating that he's messy and I'm clean. Crazy clean, admittedly. I have a problem. I'm OCD. I watch hoarders and clean during commercials. Because I'm afraid a dead goat's going to fall through the television under 22 years worth of newspapers, and I will just burn the house down. That's what I will do. That's a very Italian thing to be clean. My grandmother was crazy clean. Wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, come back, your bed would be made. She'd be at you. You messy. You and the caca, so messy. Scrazia, so mess. It's 2:30 in the morning, woman. I know, you hungry? Yeah, I could eat, whatever. We're just different in real life. It didn't matter when we were dating. Didn't matter that I have a master's degree and he has a GED. Not just a GED, he's got 2 because he sent away for an extra copy. Because it's a double major. It only matters now because we have our kid. Our son is 4 years old, right? I want to send him to preschool. My husband goes, what do you want to do that for? For that, right there. How about that? Exhibit A, huh? I gotta put a little purple beret up here? What do you want? How am I gonna stake my case? It's insane. If you find it funny, trust me and believe me that it will find you. Because when I go to sign my 4-year-old for preschool, I happen to find the one preschool in our area that not only do you have to fill out an application, you have to write an essay. To get a child into preschool, an essay. And I'm going to tell you something. If my essay can't get my son into that preschool, I will get an essay. I will get a Mexican gang member to terrorize that school board. This 4-year-old is getting into that school. I took it way too seriously. I was a student for too long. I wanted to write this beautiful essay. I got so nervous the deadline was coming up. My husband goes, I'll write it. Yeah. No. Not only will he not get in, we'll lose custody. It's not happening.
Now that I'm married, I'm constantly on guard because I'm a jealous woman. I'm not gonna lie, it's the biggest issue he has to deal with. I'm jealous, man. You would think it would chill out when I got married. If you talk to my husband a second too long, I'm like, I don't know what your game is with this flirty line of questioning, but I don't like it. I'll be taking over from now on. And yes, he will have fries. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. People get intrusive with their questions. They'll be like, oh my gosh, how tall is your husband? Husband height. What cologne does he wear? Scent of my husband. His favorite movies are Wedding Video. You can leave now. They don't tell you this, but when you get married to somebody, you marry the entire bibliography of their issues. And you marry their family who gave them those issues. Like his mom never made him clean up his clothes as a kid. Guess whose problem that is now? My husband will leave little piles of clothing on the floor as if he was raptured out of our apartment. I'm like, were you never beaten as a child for this? We were clearly raised differently. I noticed one time he had an argument with his mom in front of me, and I was shocked because I didn't realize you could argue with your parents. Like, Latinos live in fear of our parents well into our early hundreds. Right? Like, I'm trying to argue. I love life. He saw how shocked I was. He was like, don't worry, I would never talk to you like that. And I was like, I don't suggest it. You're a sound sleeper. Why do I know this? When you get married, you got to get used to somebody being in your space all the time. Like when I was single, I woke up alone a lot. Now every time I wake up, I'm like, ah! Oh, it's you. It's like 100 times in a row. And maybe you can get a hobby or something. I don't know. Surprise me once in a while. Everybody wants to give you marriage advice when you get married. Some of it's helpful, most of it's trash. Because they don't know how your relationship works. But everybody wants to guide you. One of my girlfriends told me, if your husband acts up, just withhold sex. And I was like, what did I do? That punishment affects both of us. I don't like your methods. Don't go to sleep angry, that's another one. I go to sleep angry all the time. Because he falls asleep before me and I'm just like, oh, you got nothing to overthink right now? Okay. I had to get used to being responsible to another person too. That was hard, man. When my husband asked me if I paid my credit card bill, I got to stop myself from being like, none of your business, bro. Because then I remember like, oh yeah, it is his business. And no.
I've got to say, the best part about being married to someone so freaking hot, you know, aside from the crippling fear that he will leave me. No, you guys, it's a real thing, and it's a relatively new thing as well. See, we've been together for like 16 years. So when I was 21, we got together. And back... Oh, thanks. You saw him, it's not hard. But when we met 16 years ago, I was like, hey, yeah, baby, yeah, I'll do whatever you want. I might even initiate it. And let's try it in the club restroom, and I might even try it sideways. Alrighty. Now I'm like, oh, I probably won't. No, I haven't got a headache. I just don't want to. Yeah, I know. And I know when we were out with your friends having drinks and I was like, yeah, when we get home, I'm going to do all this stuff. Now that we're home, definitely won't. No, and I'm not even drunk enough just to lie here and let you do it yourself. I'm sorry. And he is excellent. It's really fun now as well because, you know, more people know about him, which is my own stupid fault because I'm the fool that introduced all of you to him. So I panic when he leaves the house on his own. I'm like, where are you going? It's like, just to get milk. Why? It's like, you just asked me to go and get milk. And I'm like, nah. Hey, put a shirt on. I've got a shirt on. Put another shirt on. Put two shirts on. And put a really loose one on. Go and get one of mine. Yeah. Yeah, and then don't go alone. Take the kids. Yeah, take the kids. Yeah, all of them. Take the two that came tearing out of me and the two that you brought into this relationship. Take all of the kids. And put on some rollerblades. No one's going to want to you if you're rollerblading. Click, click. Come on, kids. She's lost her mind. Yeah, he's a good man. It's fun now. I get messages from people congratulating me on being with someone as hot as him. Yeah. Girl, your husband is hot as hell. My congratulations to you. I reckon she probably runs like that. I have a fear. I have a genuine fear. I worry that we are an uneven couple. You know those mismatched couples where you look and go, how the did that happen? I worry, is this us? Is that me with an Olsen? Okay.
My husband is very smart and very quiet and an introvert and does very well and then married me and we've been exactly the opposite, but it has worked. He's a big man. He's 6'4". He can kick a door in, and I like that. He works like a dog, and he loves a baby. Let me tell y'all that he is a baby cuddler at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. He cuddles the drug-dependent babies every week of the world as a volunteer. I know, sweet. He didn't help me with mine. Because he was out making a living and paying for all this. We've got 2 still in college, and I wanted a 4th baby so bad. When my baby child went to kindergarten, I nearly grieved myself to death. I thought, Lord, what am I going to do with all this time on my hands? I hope I don't get hooked on whiskey and start honky-tonking. And about 3 weeks into her going to kindergarten, I was like, woohoo! Woohoo! Now I can go get a pap smear without somebody sitting on my head. But my husband, when I dropped her off, he said, meet me at the IHOP. Because he knows that pancakes get me through a hard time. And I was crying, and I said, I want another baby. And he said, why don't you get a job? Yeah, right. So I said, I want a 4th baby. And he said, y'all are sucking the financial life out of me. So he bought me a dachshund. I had that dachshund for years. She's gone now. But let me tell you, she and I both got thyroid issues. She had cushions. I was walking her in our neighborhood one day, and a little girl came out in her driveway, and she said, can I pet your groundhog? Oh, y'all. So about my husband. All right, so my husband is a big man and is 6'4". I'm 5'8". We breed big kids. And we wanted them to be in sports and when they were growing up, and so we made them do all kinds of mess they didn't want to do. And we put our boy, when he was little bitty, we put him in t-ball. He hated it. I don't know if any of y'all have had a baby play t-ball, but for those of you who don't know, t-ball season, it's about 110 degrees outside. It's little children that are 4 look like they've got a diaper on under their baseball pants or a pull-up. The games last about 3 hours. Nobody ever hits the ball, throws the ball, catches the ball, makes contact with the ball. My baby laid in a fetal position in the outfield the entire season. He never touched a ball. Every once in a while, he'd pop his little head up and say, water. One game, it was so hot, and I told the middle one to go out and take her brother a water bottle. She was about 2.5. And she went walking out there with a tutu and a crown and a wand and her pink prostitute shoes from Walmart. She walked about halfway, stopped, got a glazed look over her eyes, pulled her little panties to the side, and pooped in the T-ball fan. She really did. So I had to run out there and get a stick and flick it into the woods because I didn't want another child to step in it or think it was a milk dud.
It's scary getting older. It's scary for women getting older because men, if you get gray hair, that's sexy. That's salt and pepper. Hey. Women, we get gray hair and it's like, oh, what happened? That's not fair. I gotta start changing some things about my life. I can't keep shopping at the same stores I used to shop at. Like Forever 21? No, you're not. Turns out that was a lie. I cannot be in line behind some 21-year-old buying the same dress as her. She's out here living her best life. I'm trying to remember to take my vitamins. We like the same dress for different reasons. She's like, ooh, has pockets for my ID. I'm like, ooh, pockets for my Tums. You gotta put that down. Go to Ann Taylor Loft where we belong. Go to White House Black Market. Do a loop-de-loo at Talbot's. Pass by J. Jill. Peek your head in at Chico's. And then go home because your feet hurt. I'm approaching the age where I'm gonna start getting my clothes the same place I get my groceries. Say I won't. You will catch me at Costco. About to get them Kirkland jeans, them Kirkland socks, that Kirkland body wash. Hey, this Kirkland gang, what? It's about to be my new Tuesday. I'm gonna start out front, give me a hot dog and a soda for $1.50. Then I'll flash my VIP card and mosey on in. I start with a lap of samples. Then I take my hair out of my ponytail, make a lap in the other direction. Round two. Hey, but if you come in for a second sample at Costco, be warned. These sample ladies get offended. They act a type of way if you come in for a second sample. Like they have been baking from scratch all day long. Like, really, Beth? Just give me another chicken tender. Why you gotta do this? It's embarrassing enough just asking for a sample. It's embarrassing, right? Because you have to pretend like you've never heard of this product before. You said it's a tender? And you dip it. Sure, I'll try one. I be coming up with lies just to get a second sample. I do. I'll be like, I'm sorry, can I get another one for my husband who's really hungry? Where is he? Oh, he's at home. I forget that I'm a little bit famous and sometimes people recognize me because one time I came in for a second sample and the sample lady was like, I've seen y'all. I was like, on TV? She goes, no, this is your third time. Mind your business, Beth. It's hard getting older. There's too many acronyms to keep up with now. Like my friend texted me the other day, she was like, TLDR. I was like, what's that? She said, too long, didn't read. I was like, oh, well, too short, didn't understand. I know BRB and LOL, that's it. And I have come to realize that I am far too generous with my LOLs. LOL has become a common courtesy. It's just a thing you say. Like another common courtesy, if somebody's next to you and they sneeze, what do you say? Bless you. But are you really blessing them from God? No. It's just a thing you say. When your friend texts you and they're trying to be funny, what do you say? LOL. Did you really laugh out loud? No, you didn't. At this point, LOL just means I have received your text. If I reply to your text with LOL, at most, a little bit of air came out my nostril. If I reply to your text with LOL, this is how I read your text. Like, it was funny, but I don't know how to type back. If I reply to your text with ha 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 ha, that's funny. If I reply to your text with bwah ha 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 ha, like BWHAHA, that means that was so funny I had to spit something out my mouth. If I reply to your text with rows of ha 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 ha, I start using other letters like HHJK ha ha ha, QRST ha ha ha, that means that I said something funny and I'm really proud of myself. It's hard getting older, but no matter how old I get, I will always be younger than my sister, okay? I am my sister's little sister. Any other little sisters here tonight? Little sisters? Yes. Dare I say the little sister is the best sister? Probably because the older sister is exhausted from having to raise the rest of us. Right? Because when mom was at work, she had to cook, she had to clean, she gave herself spanking privileges. My sister was stressed out by the time she was 13. We'd catch her on the side of the house smoking those candy cigarettes. There was a dark period of time where she was going through about 6 packs a day. Probably because those things only had 1 puff of smoke in each cigarette. Those were some wild times, man. We'd be at the ice cream truck ordering fake cigarettes, fake chewing tobacco. I was 9 years old doing lines of lemon salt on my hand. Wild. I am my sister's little sister. We grew up best friends. We're still best friends. I talk to my sister like 5 times a day, which is great for me, not so much for her because she has a real job. And I call her when she's at work, so she answers the phone in her work voice. Hello. I go, hi. What's up? Oh, nothing. What are you doing? I'm working. Dang, you work every day? Mm-hmm. All right, then. Anyway, I was watching this show last night. It was real good, but then I fell asleep and I had the craziest dream. I was hiking up this mountain and there were these little birds in my shoe that kept chirping at me. Then I get to the top of the mountain and grandma's house is there, but not grandma from San Jose, grandma from Reno. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. Anyway, what are you doing? Still working. Okay, call me later, bye. And I hang up. Only she doesn't call me later. So I have to call her later. But she's at work. I don't want to be a pest. So I give it like at least an hour. Then I call her back. Now she answers the phone. No more work voice. Now she has deadlines. She has things to do. Now she answers the phone. What's up? Oh, real quick. Do you remember when Dad used to take us camping? Yeah. And remember how we always used to have those Dorito sandwiches with pickles in the middle? Yeah. Those are good, huh? And you'd think she'd be pissed because I'm wasting her time, but now we're talking about food, and food is our jam, so she participates. Those were so good. I haven't thought about those in forever. I know. Do you ever think about Chef Boyardee raviolis? Yeah. Do you ever think about fish sticks? Yeah. Okay, I'll call you later. Bye. If I ever call my sister and she doesn't answer the phone, I automatically assume it was a mistake. She left her phone in the bathroom. I should definitely call her right back. And if she still doesn't answer the phone, then I wait for the text message from her that says, on a conference call, what's up? If I don't get the on a conference call, what's up text, then I know for a fact she's probably being attacked, and I should definitely call her till she answers the phone. But she loves it though, you know what I mean? Especially when she's real busy at work, I'm like a breath of fresh air. Sometimes I call my sister and we don't say anything at all. We're just on the phone. And my husband doesn't get it. He's like, what are you doing? Hang up the phone. I'm talking to my sister. But neither one of you are saying anything. Yeah, because we're thinking about what we're gonna say next. I love hanging out with my sister. We hang out all the time. Although it's been difficult over the past few years because of the pandemic. And I find it funny that everybody experienced it differently depending on what part of the world you live in. Like I remember when things first started going down in 2020, we were watching the news and it was like everybody in Italy was dying. Everybody in Spain had to stay in the house. Everybody in Florida was on spring break whole time. Just wildin'. I don't even know if they heard about COVID. Cause they were at the club every night like, hey, I'm a savage, yeah. Blashy, blushy, blashy, yeah. And I was at home watching the news like, Florida. What are you doing? You're embarrassing us. I remember when things started getting real serious and they were like, all right, nobody can go to work, only essential employees. And first of all, let's give it up for any essential employees that are here tonight. We thank you. We appreciate you. We are grateful for you. Whether you were in the ER or at Trader Joe's. It was a scary time. We didn't know what was happening, and you put that Hawaiian shirt on and you showed up. We appreciate that. It was an emergency. I needed my honey sesame cashews. They said only essential employees can go to work. So in my mind, I was visualizing all these high-rise buildings empty, cubicles empty, offices empty. It did not compute in my brain that that also meant TJ Maxx was closed. Because I went to TJ Maxx and the doors were locked. And I was like, what's this? They said it's a world pandemic. I was like, yeah, but at TJ Maxx though? Isn't this essential? It is for me. Any other Maxinistas in the building tonight? Yes, Maxinistas, we go to TJ Maxx when we don't need anything. It's just a part of our mental health day. We just want to go look at stuff and smell candles. I feel good at TJ Maxx knowing that anything I would ever need in life, I could get right here in this store. Whatever you need. You want a new outfit with a matching purse? We got you over here. You want some random spices you'll never find anywhere else? Over there by the lentil chips. You want some makeup for 50% off? Yes, I do. It's probably 7 years old. But it's Urban Decay for $3.99. By that point, it has Urban Decayed all the way. It's as if TJ Maxx was saying, here, you throw this away. I love TJ Maxx. But they always get me at the end in that zigzag register line. Right? Where they have all the last minute buys. All the things you didn't know you needed in your life. I can be walking around TJ Maxx for like an hour. I have 2 things in my cart. Then I start making my way through the line. By the time I get to the register, 87 items. All right here in the home stretch, you start walking through, you're like, oh wow, candles, coffee mugs, dog treats, slippers, wow. And then the line starts moving too fast. You're like, wait, I didn't get to see everything yet. Hold on. I just want to smell that candle. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Ooh, God, no. Blech, don't smell that. It's bad. Ooh, don't do it. Love TJ Maxx. The doors were locked. I couldn't get in. I tried. It's 2 o'clock. This is getting serious. A lot has changed since COVID. Globally, on a world scale, things have changed. But even individually, in our own lives, we have all experienced change in some way. Like, I know people who have quit their careers, quit the gym, quit their marriage. A lot of divorces in 2020. People were like, whoa, 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 I didn't sign up for all this. Actually, you did, till death do us part. Yeah, but every day though? We had some changes happen for us as well. Like right in the beginning of the quarantine lockdown, when everybody was losing work, my best friend and her son moved in with us. And then what happened is they're still there. Yeah, we had said we didn't want kids, and then we adopted a single mom. It's a blessing. They move in with us, and now we look like we have our own big love situation happening. Because from the outside looking in, it looks like we have a husband, 2 wives. Like, I imagine when they first moved in, my neighbors were like, oh, that's nice. Her sister's moving in for a little while. And now that they're still there, they're probably like, wait, that's her sister or her sister wife? And my friend that moved in, she's beautiful. Just a stunning human being. So people would message me and be like, aren't you a little concerned having a beautiful woman around your husband all the time? And I was like, no, not even a little bit. Like, if anything, she got me to step my game up. She did, because like when she moved in, I started doing that one thing, what do they call it? Try? I started trying. I started wearing clothes with zippers and buttons again. Hey, look at me go. I had to step my game up. Not because I was concerned about my husband. I just didn't want the neighbors to think that she was wife number 1. Her son Elijah, he was 10 years old when they first moved in. And he's used to being parented by one person. a single mom who's doing the best she can. So he knew how to work the system. Then they move in with us, and now he has 3 adults looking after him. He loves that part. And we all have a role in the house. Penelope is his mom. She tells him what to do and what not to do because she's the mom. But if he doesn't listen, that's when my husband, Tio Manuel, steps in. Tio Manuel is like the law of the house. Yes. And my role is I'm the snitch. Say I won't. I'm the one that's like, oh, are you supposed to be watching YouTube videos before school? That's interesting. I love Elijah. I'm very close with Elijah. I'm his godmother. I'm Nina. So we have the auntie-nephew relationship. I've been in his life since day one. Literally the day he was born, I was in the hospital room. I saw his head come out and go right back in. He wasn't ready. It was a long day. I love Elijah. We're very close. He's my godson. But something happened. When they moved in, our dynamic shifted to be more like siblings who fight. And I realized we were both fighting for attention. He's used to having his mom's attention all to himself. Then they move in with us, and I'm like, my best friend lives with me. We're gonna hang out every day. This is gonna be great. So now I'm the thing in his way. But he's also the thing in my way. He doesn't have siblings, so he doesn't know how to share. I don't have kids. I don't know how to share. So now we just bump heads. Sometimes Elijah and I will have good conversations with each other, but other times I just see him in the hallway and check it. I snitch on Elijah, but he snitches on me too. Because we have security cameras around the house, and he didn't know this at the time, but they record audio. I got a notification on my phone that there was motion in the backyard, so I click on it. What's this? And it's him talking to his mom, and he was complaining about me. I'll tell you guys what happened right before that. Give you a little bit of backstory. We were in the kitchen. He had just popped off at the mouth, was given an attitude, so I was like, okay, me too. So she took him in the backyard to word him up and be like, what are you doing? You can't be giving an attitude, like something like that. I missed the beginning of the conversation. By the time I click on it, all I hear is him telling his mom, oh yeah, well, why does Nina gotta be sarcastic? And little does he know, my sarcasm is what paid for this house. So you're welcome. But now I have to chime in on my camera speaker. Oh yeah, I'm sarcastic? That hurt your feelings? Well, if Nina stops being sarcastic, you start being homeless. We had another big change happen for us because I was born and raised in California. I spent my whole life there. Thank you. So never did I imagine that in the middle of a pandemic that I would be moving to Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you. Listen, that's very kind of you to cheer for that. Because I am well aware that people from Nashville do not like Californians moving here. And hey, I get it. Me either. Let's cut it off after me. This is getting ridiculous. House prices are through the roof. Traffic is insane. This is not the Nashville I remember moving to. I'm learning a lot being a California girl living in the South because it's different here. I've learned when I go to a restaurant, if I order an iced tea, it automatically comes with 3 pounds of sugar in it. Y'all call that sweet tea. We call it diabetes. Learning a lot. Very simple things. Like when I'm in Los Angeles, if I go to a store and they're like, can I help you find anything? I'm like, I'm okay. And if I'm feeling really friendly that day, I'm like, I'm okay, thanks. That's it. That's where it ends. Then I got to Nashville. I'm at TJ Maxx one day. I can hear the ladies in the row next to me. Can I help you find anything? I'm all right, but thank you so much for asking. It's my pleasure. It's a beautiful day outside. Yes, it is, but they say it's gonna rain about 3 o'clock. Make sure you get home before the traffic is gonna be a mess. Bless your heart. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I have energy for the South. I don't know how to do it. Like, who stops talking first? Then I look around the corner and neither one of them even worked there. And then somebody told me this. They were like, hey, when people say bless your heart, they can mean it in a good way or a bad way. And I was like, what? Like, how you do a bad bless? And they're like, no, trust me, sometimes that's not what they mean. So now, anytime somebody tells me bless your heart, just to be safe, I reply with, bless your heart. Yeah, I wish you would bless my heart. Bless it again, go ahead. It's kind of like the old fighting words at church. I'ma pray for you. Oh, that's funny, because I'm already praying for you. Yeah, you been on my prayer wall. About to lay hands on you too, say I won't. Learning a lot. When we first got to Nashville, we were trying to figure out what part of the city we wanted to live in. Like, where do we fit in? Where do we vibe with? Finding out this county has good schools, this county doesn't. This county believes in COVID, this county doesn't. Where do we fit? And I would tell my friends, I'd be like, hey, I want to live somewhere where I could get a lot of land. And they're like, okay, you want to head south. I'm like, okay, cool. But I also don't want my neighbor to be racist, so how far south? You know what I mean? Like, are we talking Franklin or Pulaski? Like, how far? Because when you get to the deep, deep South, it's scary. I've seen movies. I'm not trying to do that. I mean, if they have a TJ Maxx there, I will pray about it. And I'm a good neighbor. Like State Farm, I'm there. I love my neighbors. I'm the one that has everybody's phone number. And if I haven't seen you in a while, I will send you a text. Are you good? Do I need to do a welfare check? I got your back. Because I love my neighbors. Every holiday season, I'm gonna get my neighbors a gift. Not the whole neighborhood, just the houses I can see from a front window. Because I love my neighbors, as long as they love me. And I know that's not how the Bible verse goes. But that is my interpretation. This is not the New King James Version. This is a new Queen Angela version. This is Angela 5:14. Do unto me as you want to get done. That's how you say amen in my Bible. You could come to my Bible study. It's on Tuesdays. Learning a lot. One thing I learned right out the gate is allergies are a whole different beast in the South. Because when I live in Los Angeles, we don't really get all the seasons. We get summer and fire. So Zyrtec works just fine there. Then I get here, come to find out, Zyrtec lost their subscription or something. It did not work. One day I went to pour the Zyrtec pill in my hand and the wind just blew it off. It was like, don't bother. It's so fun waking up every morning playing COVID or allergies. You guys know that game? Where you wake up in the morning and your sinuses are doing a weird thing, and you're like, wait a minute, hold on. Am I dying or did I have dairy? Can I taste anything? Give me some peanut butter. Can I taste? I was actually really lucky. For the first 2 years, I did not get COVID at all. And then earlier this year, she got me, little hoe. She gets around that one. At this point, I know more people who have had it than who have not had it. I know people who've had it with no symptoms whatsoever, and I know people personally who have passed away from it. So my heart goes out to anybody here who has lost somebody from COVID. I've been tested for it many times, and the first time I got tested, my friends tried to warn me about it. They were like, yo, it's intense. And it actually wasn't that bad, probably because they let me do it myself. Yeah, they gave me the Q-tip. And they're like, okay, you want to go all the way in your sinuses? And I was like, okay. Sure. How about I just put it in my nostril and I wiggle it a lot? Can you test boogers? I'll give you some of those. The second time I got COVID tested, the nurse did it, and he went all the way up in there to where like my eyelids started closing. I was like, whoa, you're manually closing my eyelid. He's like, it's not that far up there. I was like, nah, bro, you're in my brain. Like, you're giving basic commands at this point. Like, if I punch you, it's not my fault, you did it. He's like, well, I'm sorry. I was like, no, don't apologize. Just while you're up there, do you mind scraping out some of my childhood trauma? That'd be great. Could you imagine if that was a real option? Your childhood trauma scraped out with a COVID test. You'd catch me at the CVS pharmacy drive-thru like once a week. They're like, can we help you? Hi, I'm here for my COVID test. Also, when I was 8, my mom forgot me at the store. Another thing I've learned living in the South is the bugs are bigger. Y'all got some Nashville geographic stuff happening here. Like in California, we have bugs, but our bugs are killed. Then I get to Nashville. I went to get in my shower one morning. There was a spider in my shower. Now this spider was so big, I thought I was interrupting him. I did. I went to open the shower curtain. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know anybody was in here, my bad. He was big and he was furry too. Yeah, I didn't know if I should brush it or smush it. I didn't know. He was so furry, he had dander. Ew. I need my Zyrtec pill just for the spider dander. I was like, sir, the Head and Shoulders is right there. Help yourself. If I ever have to kill a spider that big, I am morally conflicted. Because at that point, that's a pet. Put a collar on that thing, that's Bubba. Bubba had plans that day. He was just getting started, he's in the shower. That's messed up. If you ever have to kill a spider that big, you could hear the crunch. And if you hear the crunch, you know that thing had a soul. That's messed up. I used to kill any spider or bug that was around because I don't like bugs at all. But over the past couple of years, I have this newfound respect for nature and insects. So now if I ever see a spider in my house, what I like to do is scoop it up in a container, take it outside, throw it in a bush, and then immediately go like this. But if I'm left with no choice, and I have to kill a spider, I now like to start with an apology. Listen, sir. I know you weren't expecting this today. I'll be honest, neither was I. Truth is, I don't know you. You could be poisonous and you could kill me. So at this point, it's either me or you. And I have chosen you. There was this one night, I was home alone, by myself. Because that's what home alone means. And I was watching The Night Stalker. Did you guys see that one? The documentary about the serial killer that was in Southern California, like back in the 80s. So I'm home alone watching this show, super creepy. Episode's done, I turn the TV off, and all of a sudden, I hear this on my front window. I said, nope. I ran to my room. I put on every piece of clothing that I own. I said, if he's gonna try to assault me, he's gonna have to work real hard. I don't have no weapons in the house. What's my self-defense weapon? Denim, 3 pair. After a while, nobody came in the house, but I kept hearing the noise. Finally, I go to the window, I move the curtain, I look outside, and it's not a psychopath trying to kill me. It was a mosquito. The size of a bald eagle. Or maybe it was a cicada. I don't know. I never seen a cicada in my life, but everybody kept telling me, oh, it's cicada season. Maybe it was one of those. Maybe it was a mix of both. Maybe it was a mosquito. I don't know. Some Nashville geographic stuff happening. This was the kicker for me, though. There was one night I was driving home, and I'm pulling into my driveway, and what do I see? A snake slithering across. That's where I draw the line right there. That's where I was like, all right, you know what, Nashville? Bless your heart. This is getting ridiculous. I'm not a big fan of wild snakes. Pet snakes, I'm okay with. Like if there was a snake right here and he came with a cosigner, like he came with a guy that was like, oh yeah, that's my pet. He's cool. I like that snake. That's a good snake. Him? I don't know him. He probably had that snake since he was a baby. He probably just ate a baby. Pet snakes, I'm okay with. Like, you know how sometimes you go to a real touristy area and there'll be that one guy with like 100-pound snake around his neck. And he's just walking around. He's like, yeah, you want to take a picture with my snake? I'm like, I'll do it. He's like, all right, $20. Yeah, I don't need no picture. But the point is, I was down. I was going to do it if it was free. Because free is my love language. Learning a lot. Being a California girl, living in the South, I actually had my very first tornado warning experience. And like I said, I'm from California. We don't get tornadoes in California. We get earthquakes. Now, earthquakes are scary for people who have never experienced one. But actually, they're not that bad. To be honest, I will take an earthquake over a tornado any day. Like, let me tell you, give me a 3.5, a solid 4, I will ride that quake like, hey. But a tornado, though? I don't know anything about tornadoes. This is what happened. We were asleep. It was 3 a.m. I get one of those Amber Alerts on my phone. The alert that goes off real loud. And I was like, okay, first of all, what child is getting kidnapped at 3 a.m. that they need to wake me up to tell me about it? What VIP child is this? That they think at 3 a.m. I'm gonna run outside looking for Honda Civics. A silver one, it's always silver. I check my phone. Whose kid is this? And it says, tornado warning, take cover now in a basement. Ooh, my heart started beating so fast. I said, oh my God, do we even have a basement? I don't even know. Because I'm from California. We don't do basements in California. That's dangerous because there could be an earthquake. I wake up my husband. I was like, babe, we got an alert on the phone. It says there's going to be a tornado. We got to go in the basement. Do we have a basement? Now, my husband is an Army brat. He grew up everywhere. He spent a lot of time in Kansas, and he was like, oh, we used to get these all the time. Don't even worry about it. Just go back to sleep. To sleep? But they just woke me up. I don't think that's what they want. He was like, what county is it in? Oh yeah, that's like 5 miles away. We're good. We could watch it from the front. He went back to sleep. Wasn't even stressed at all. I got up. I said, oh no, this is an emergency. We sleep with one of those sleep sound machines that plays like the rain sounds. So we were already in the midst of a storm. We had our own storm going on. It was on surround sound, so it was real loud. There was stuff blowing up on the windows, but I didn't even notice because I just thought it was a good episode that night. I was like, ooh, this one's realistic, favorite. I turned the sleep machine off, and that is when we can hear the tornado sirens outside. Then my husband, go, get up, go, get up, go. What? But you said we could watch it. We both start freaking out. I'm grabbing things we don't even need, like Windex, a stapler. Where do we go? Turns out we do have a basement. Guess where it is? Outside. Like we're in the Wizard of Oz. We keep it locked for safety. And we keep the key in the junk drawer in the kitchen. You highly underestimate what you consider junk until you're in an emergency situation. I don't know how you guys keep your junk drawers at home. Maybe you're highly organized. I open up my drawer, I gotta sift through a bunch of dead batteries, expired coupons, hella rubber bands. We don't even use rubber bands. But every time we get one, we gotta save it. Why? What is so sacred about a rubber band that we can't throw it away? Whether it came wrapped around the newspaper or asparagus, it's in the drawer now. And that asparagus rubber band, that's a good one. Woo. We better save this. Got about 86 keys in here. We don't even have 86 locks. Finally find the basement key. We go outside, unlock the door, get down into the basement, and that is when we realize that we are fully unprepared for this situation. We have no emergency necessities down there. No water, no food, no batteries, nothing. Just me, my husband, and hella spiders. And they were all looking at me real suspect-like too. Like they recognize me. That's her? Listen, ma'am. I know you weren't expecting this today. But this is from my homie Bubba right here.